Hey everyone, I'm Elizabeth Cohen, and for my SLP, I created the Currency Motivation System. So at CCMS, I was assigned to Miss Demko's class, and it was a 7th grade math class. And I decided to create a prize system that was going to be used during warm-ups and at the beginning of class. And it's designed to motivate students to be more engaged and active at the beginning of class. So the basic idea is that students are rewarded for different things, such as good behavior, effort, working well, kind of whatever the teacher wants, but it's not only for getting the right answer. And then they'll be given this fake money, and they can use that to buy what they want from this prize box, which will make a little bit more sense with the pictures. So I wanted to address the need of motivating students and getting class started in the most efficient way possible. So I spoke with my lead teacher at the beginning of the semester, and she talked about a couple of different problems, but this main one was motivating students at the beginning of class. So she really wanted them to be able to come in, get their workbooks, and get started. And from what I observed and from what she talked about, they had a really difficult time doing that. So she would always have to remind them to get their books, and then they wouldn't work, and they talk, and they basically do anything to just not have to start their work. And then I noticed that that also carried over throughout the rest of class, which was a big issue. And then another thing that she told me when planning this project was that really the only way that she could get the students to do what she was asking them to do was with candy or prizes. And that's why I chose to do extrinsic motivation, because it was really hard to motivate them from what I saw during class. So I knew that I wanted to make warm-ups a little bit more fun and engaging. From what I saw, what she did was they would come in and get their workbooks, and then she would kind of just give them a problem, and they would work on that independently. So I wanted to make them a little bit more fun for them and hope that that would motivate them a little bit more to get started. So there's kind of two pieces to my project. So I designed some different warm-up activities that they could do, and then the prize system in addition to that. So I came up with doing a Kahoot with them, and then also they sit in groups. So having them be given a problem, and then together they come up with a solution. They write it on a whiteboard and kind of share their answers and their thought processes. And then also giving each table a different problem and having them kind of teach it to the rest of the class. So hoping that like teaching the other students would help the material stick better with them. And I was hoping that these activities would be a little bit more fun for them and maybe get them excited to do some math. And then the prize system would come in that when they were doing those activities well, when they were like getting their answers, putting in effort, then they would be given this money and they would be rewarded for their good behavior. And then I thought that it would be fun to kind of like let them choose what they wanted most, would kind of give them a little bit of freedom and feel a little bit more responsible and be kind of fun for them. So here's a picture of the little box I created. I made it pretty small because my teacher doesn't have a classroom, so she just has a little cart, and I was making it for her, so I didn't want it to be too big. I wanted it to fit in with her teaching style, and then I wanted to make it kind of fun and mathy. And then that's like the little prize list. So the different things are worth different amounts of money. So like candy would be the cheapest. So if they wanted to buy something right away, they could, but they could also save up the money a little bit and buy like homework passes, more like academically geared prizes if they wanted. And then here's an example of some of the money that I created. So I only did $1 and $5 just because I didn't think it really needed to go past that. And then I put famous mathematicians on it just kind of for fun. So overall, the products came out really well. I was happy with how they turned out. I was kind of bummed that I couldn't actually share them with the students. And I personally thought the activities were fun and engaging. I would have fun doing them in class. Even though they weren't like super revolutionary, I thought the students would really enjoy doing a Kahoot because it seemed like they really liked technology whenever she used it within their classes. It was definitely really challenging to find a way to motivate the students just because from what I saw and what I spoke about with my teacher, they just really didn't want to do their work. So that was really difficult. And my main worry about my project was that it was too childish for them because they are in 7th grade. So I was worried that they would think it was like too babyish having like prizes and stuff. But then like my teacher kept talking about how they loved getting candy and stuff. So I was just hoping that they would kind of immerse themselves in it and have fun with it. And this definitely helped me prepare me for a future classroom because I was able to see how the students acted and how my teacher handled certain situations with especially like difficult behavior. And it definitely made me think about how to work with difficult students and how to motivate them. So I definitely think it helped me, and I learned a lot from being in CCMS and observing the classroom and doing this project. So yeah, thank you.